Velkommen til den her præsentation af musik. Welcome to this presentation of music in upper secondary. My name is Daniel Tobias Konge Henriksen, and I'm teaching music at the European School here at Carlsbergbyen. And I'm also teaching L1 Danish. And I'm just gonna go through some of the topics that we are discussing and performing in music. So, first of all, as you can see here, I'll just move to the side. We have some great facilities at the school. We have 2 large music rooms with great acoustics, because when the school was built, some teachers from the St. Anne helped to construct the rooms. So I think that the sound is very good, and that gives a higher quality to the music lessons as well. And we also have high quality music equipment. So a lot of instruments, guitars, basses, we have 3 drum kits and so on. And we have also 2 music rooms, which is great, because when we are more people, then we can divide and we can play together in smaller groups. So, and we also have smaller rooms with the pianos, and that's great, because if you want to sit and practice theory by yourself, or you want to go practice something in class, then you can go out into these rooms. And we have also just made 2 recording studios so that we can record our own music. Yes, and we also have a booking system. So if you want to book the room for yourself after school, you can do that, and you can also book it as a group or a band and ensemble. And that's just a great opportunity to have to practice after school as well. And we also have after school band practice with the teachers connected, so that you can get some help as well. In music, we have 3 main topics and competences that we work with throughout the year. It's composing, it's performing, and it's listening. And at the composing part, we look at different aspects of composing. We're getting to know the instruments and how we can use them to compose in different ways. So we are also looking at score music and sheet music, how to notate music. And we're also using music notation software, and we also it's also a possibility to record your compositions, which is great for further work. And we are also looking at different ways at writing music, so songwriting, different approaches to songwriting. And in the performance part, we are going to sing together, use choir and do choir together, and we are looking at solo performances and also performances in larger groups. And when we're working with listening to music, we want to analyze music. We want to look at different music genres, traditions, styles, and try to explore different kinds of music. So here you can see an overview of some of the topics that we work with during the 3 years. It's I'll just move to the side here, because then you can see it more. So for instance, we work with contemporary popular music styles and cultures, music for film, European folk traditions, classical music, music and voice, musical theater, and music for dance. And we choose, sometimes we choose it together, sometimes I choose what we're going to work with. And for instance, when we work with film music, music for film, the students and me, we will explore how composers achieve dramatic effects through the deployment of musical materials and resources in specific narrative contexts. We will look at examples. It could be Casablanca, for example, or other films, or you can also choose your own film score that you want to work with. And when we work with contemporary popular music styles and cultures, we will look at different artists. It could be, for instance, it could be rock and roll. We will look at the music history, Elvis. It could be David Bowie in the 70s when rock music became more divided into different subgenres. But we are also working with classical music as well. And it's very important to say that throughout the year in S5, which is the same as Første G, you can work with a portfolio, and in the end, you will choose a subject that is your final project. It is chosen by the students, so whatever we have been working with throughout the year, you can explore it more in depth and find your own strength in that. And bring together the knowledge you have learned throughout these years. Yes, and if you choose music in S6 and S7, because it's a elective subject, then you will get 4 units instead of 2 per week. And then your portfolio will be more individual. It will be focusing on your individual process, learning instruments, performance skills, composing styles, and you can narrow down your music interests more and strengths more specifically. And then in the end, there will be an oral exam focusing on your portfolio work, a music analysis, and a performance. So that is shortly what we are working with throughout the 3 years.